Hi Simmers, welcome back to Sims Life channel. This is our legacy challenge and we just spun the wheel and we're getting Beach Life Aspiration. Super excited for this one. This does require island living expansion pack. So we're going to show you all about how we can get this aspiration done this week. If you've not seen any of our other videos, this legacy challenge is about Lily Plentiful. She's going to have 100 babies, or as many as she can before she passes, all 60 aspirations, and 13 college degrees finished. So we're on our first 6 children currently, and they are all children. And while we're balancing the home life, we do have our husband Faz. One of our episodes we did get married. And the reason that I brought him into the household is that one of our rules is that no nanny, no daycare for any of the infants, babies, toddlers stages. So I had him move in with us to help take care because full-time student is a lot to go through. And this is our beautiful apartment. So we did property owner aspiration and we actually built this from the ground up. We have 4 units and we're living in one of the units. One of the biggest challenges of the small apartment for 8 Sims is that we're sharing one main bathroom up here. And I also built out a basement with a gym and another bathroom and a laundry room. But that is a shared space, so any of the tenants in the entire unit can also use all of that. So currently we are working on all of our aspirations for our children. In order for them to age up to a teenager, they have to complete all 4 of their aspirations. And we are super close with Belladonna and Aster. They are twins and we're just going through it. So let's dive into this beautiful beach life aspiration. So our very first one is get a suntan, earn gold on kava party, and eat a coconut. So we're just gonna suntan currently with Faz. He usually just follows whatever Lily does at this point to get us some aspiration points. So they're both going to be sunbathing, and I'm going to have the children start talking to adults because their social butterfly aspiration requires them to have 3 adult friends, or 2 adult friends and 3 children friends. So we've also invited some of the children to this beautiful beach so we can keep working on their aspirations while Lily is working on her beach life aspiration. Because the goal is to age up the children as quickly as we can to that next stage of teenager. So here they go. I'm gonna talk. And this is like the biggest challenge is like making sure all 6 of the children are also having all these conversations before the people leave their conversation. And see, and then he just wants to walk away. So we're gonna, try building a sandcastle. And we've got a party over here trying to all talk to her. So many socializations. Let's talk about this beautiful beach. This is one of the locations in Island Living, and it does come with beach chairs and the beautiful water, and you can do multiple activities on this water, jet skiing, snorkeling, you can dive for treasure, which we'll get to that later part of this video. And we're just jumping around a little bit as they're getting there. So yeah, 2 friends, 2 adults with friends, and then 3 children with friends. And we've got her building a sandcastle. They're building together as they're going to be talking to each other. All the fun things. Lily's got to be getting closer to getting suntanned at this point. And I love that there's a grill so they can make food here. And then there's a little like cove where they can hang out away from the sun, and then that beautiful fire pit to our left. So this could definitely be a hot party area or for the kava party. Either way. And let's talk to the lifeguard. We're just going to keep him from his actual job duty. And she's embarrassed. Ooh, he's a celebrity. So again, just keeping up on all these social interactions. It is a task and a half, let me tell you. Oh, she's almost done talking. So we're gonna have to refill hers. It is now getting into the evening. The sun has gone down. All right, we've got a suntan. Congratulations. So we're going to earn gold on a kava party, but first we're going to find this coconut. So this is more of the beautiful island. They even got a swing set over there. You can have residences here, or you can vacation. There is off-grid living as well on this world. I'm not seeing coconut, so we might have to travel. Sometimes there's coconuts on the ground, but there is a vendor that you can go to and buy a coconut. Wow, we made a lot of enemies last episode. So we're going to travel. So this is the entire map area. And we're going to just click on this one and see if we can't find this vendor. And we're going to just keep on talking. All right, we finally made it to the beach supply. So we're going to buy 2 coconuts here. And we're going to eat a coconut. And then this will complete this task. Yay! And now we got to do a kava party. No, we don't want a difficult relationship with them. Why would we agree to that? So then we're going to go back home. And we're going to replenish all of our needs. Because we live in Tamrung. And we're going to just bring everyone with us. So we're going to skip a little bit into build mode. Because we do have some sim loans. We have actually a lot of sim loans right now. We're going to upgrade some of these apartments and get them into a higher tier rating. So I'm thinking let's add some rugs, a computer. This apartment's actually not doing too bad for itself, but it is empty currently. So we don't have any renters in any of our apartments. In one of the aspirations, a property owner is to pass an inspection test. Well, it glitched on us and we couldn't do it. So I got frustrated and kicked out all the attendants because the constant, oh, they broke everything and I had to go fix it is very time consuming, but we're gonna also upgrade it more. So again, they are higher levels as well. So we're gonna just do some decorations. Wow, that's a really big monkey. I was not expecting it to be that big. Maybe some art. Oh, I don't know. Vase. Even that's pretty big. Does that even make sense? Sure. I put that there. And they have a computer already. Maybe we'll do an art easel. Ooh, maybe a guitar. It's even pink to match the theme of this. And we'll do some more lighting because it seems like it's still pretty dark in here. So we'll just do a couple more lights to fill it. Do some little ones. The little ones I feel like are brighter than the bigger ones. Crazy concept. And we'll refinish the bedroom. We'll do a nice little dresser here. That's cute. I like the pink. Wish we could do a catty corner diagonal, but it's not working for us, so. There we go. And maybe let's do an end table. Aha. Do a clock. Make sure our Sims are nice and awake. Why are they so big? There we go. All right. I think that looks good. And then let's dig into our purple unit because we are in the yellow one right now. In the purple one, we definitely need more lighting. It looks kind of droom and dread here, so we're just gonna create more lighting here and there. Bathroom looks good. Bedroom definitely could live up some more things like a wardrobe. I love the pink one. Look at all those shoes. And we'll turn the bed There's also space under the bed, which I love. Maybe some mirrors. And they definitely need a hamper because the last episode we did a laundry room. And if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. It means so much to us that you are following all of our videos. We do 2 sets of different videos. We do issues and glitches and updates and patches and things and anything that's new coming out in The Sims 4. And we also have this Legacy series and just following up the whole idea of Lily Plentiful and if she can get everything done. So I would really appreciate the subscribes because it does mean a lot to us, especially just watching me play The Sims and giving hints and tricks too throughout all of this, like the beach life aspiration will go step by step on how to complete it and where to find all the different things. And now that I'm thinking of all the different cool activities that we could be doing, I'm going to do some more painting. Let's do karaoke. We did a fish tank in the blue unit. Maybe some yoga. Because who doesn't like some nice mindful yoga here and there? There we go. And then here's our gym. I think we can definitely upgrade it a little more. I was thinking like a sauna, but let's do some activities here. So this huge room, I was thinking of like a game room, a theater room. Of course, the bowling pins are way too massive. We could build it out more. So here's a sauna. So this kind of just completes the gym, a sauna, bathroom. I really like having that idea. So we'll put some tails in here to complete that look. I'll just do both sides. So many decorations. Maybe we do some posters around here. Oh, that's cool. A little background scenery. Oh, some trees. That's nice. Okay. So let's talk about what kind of activities we're thinking of in creating this other room. Because it's definitely a lot of space that we can use. And again, the whole basement is a shared space, so all 4 tenants can come down here and hang out. So let's just upgrade this brand new huge TV. And I'm not thinking of like a couch aspect. I kind of like these really cool chairs. And we're just going to create like a theater sitting style. So we're going to make a platform. And to do this, we're just going to draw a square platform. I don't like that it's not even. Of course, we can't go up or down. So we're going to delete that for a second. Maybe we just do a square. And again, it's not letting us, but that's okay. We're going to, well, it was kind of platform. Let's go back. It's like a small little step. And of course, it's not as even with the TV as I would like it, so we're going to move the TV over a little bit, and then move the chairs that we just placed, and then move the pad. All right. And then we have like a half a wall to make it more like in this area. And then we're going to match the floor. I'm going to do a foundation as well. And then we're going to paint it blue. Come on, there we go. Now that that's done, we're going to place more of the chairs. And we're just going to use our eyedropper tool so we can copy and paste each time. So there's 6 chairs for our theater seating. And then, I'm thinking some counters so we can put like a popcorn maker, candy maker, different appliances because why not? This is our theater room. So here's the popcorn maker. And let's see, sweet treats. And this is actually from Business and Hobbies expansion pack. We also need a trash can, which I love this trash can, even though it's 1,200 simoleons. Every time you put trash in it, it pays you 80 simoleons. So it does add up in the long run. Oh, that's not going to fit. So we're going to just delete that and put the trash can. Well, let's put it in the laundry room because once they clean the lint trays, that's most of where our trash is. And here's our laundry room. And we still have some space behind the chairs, so I'm wondering if we do like a DJ karaoke. Let's do a karaoke bar with a dance floor. I don't know if I'm a fan of the red. Oh, there we go. Black, blue. That one kind of matches the wallpaper. All right, now we got a dance floor, a karaoke machine, a theater with 2 appliances for popcorn and candy. And then this is also a big area of space that we can put more activities in there. Since the apartment upstairs is so much smaller, I would love to do like pottery, a woodworking table, and other things that we just don't have space for upstairs. But again, this is a shared space too. Gaming mat would be kind of cool too. But let's do some more yoga. That's an outside activity. Craft Ultra. So here's a woodworking bench. We also need this for our nerd aspiration because we deal with logic and then woodworking, repairing objects. And then a flower station because why not? So we'll put pottery there and we'll do flower there. And then I'm thinking of, I'm trying to find, should we do a bar? I don't think that would really fit in our thing. But let's do some more gym equipment and make it more efficient. Because we got the punching bag, 2 treadmills. Let's do a lifting bar. Ooh, making nectar. That is one of our aspirations, is that we'll have to make nectar. It does go hand in hand in gardening, which I haven't done anything with yet. Let's do some yoga. It's just a zen, peaceful downstairs. Comment below what you think of our downstairs area. What would you like to see maybe different ideas? This is our actual apartment. We're just going to sell some stuff that we don't necessarily need. We went from 41 simoleons to down to 17,000. Here is our unit 1, and we're going to put rent for $500 a day, which seems kind of steep, but these people are willing to even pay up to $717. So we'll just fill that vacancy, and we're going to fill the second one. We're actually going to put this as $430 a day. Just joking, there's no one available for that, so we're going to bring it down to $350. And there is a couple for 13. So we'll get that one, and then we have one more vacancy to fill. And we're going to also put this one at 400 then. So it looks like this one might be a good fit, the Baileys. So let's do it. So now all 3 of our other units are officially full. So we'll see if we can keep them happy and keep them in our units. But we are level 5 and level 4 star ratings. And since we just returned from the island, we're going to refill all the children's needs. Looks like our sink is broken. That's unfortunate. And I'm also going to have Lily just start cleaning up a little bit. I'll have Faz also clean. and do all the laundry, because it literally takes us an entire day to do all the laundry because there's so many of them. Yep, go clean it. And see, 80 similones, just like that from our trash can. Start having her take a shower. There, Faz goes with the laundry. His big old bag. It is a downsize of living on the second floor because he has to go all the way down to the basement, but that's all right. And it looks like we have the monster visitor in our bedroom. Very sad. And all of our children are awake anyway, so we're actually going to just do a kava party. And it's actually the bottom option. We want to make sure goals and rewards are selected because the aspiration says we have to earn gold on this party. And that is for sure a kava party. You can only pick one host, so because Lily is the most important one, we're going to make sure she is selected for the host because we need her to move on to the next one. And we're just going to invite some pretty random people. I'm also going to invite Valve because in our last episode when we were trying to become a vampire, it backfired on us horribly. So maybe we can also use this as a goal to befriend him. So when we pull vampire again, we can actually turn into a vampire. So here's our kava party. The number one necessity is the kava bowl. Without the bowl, you cannot earn gold on this. So I'm going to just purchase it for this island lot that I have chosen. I could have did this one at home too, but I just felt like why not do it in the island? And we also have to get a counter because the table apparently does not count for them to prepare it. So I like the blue. It matches the table that they've got. And I'm going to have her start preparing it right away. You can only invite up to so many guests, but because I can include all the children, they can start socializing and getting those butterfly aspirations done. And like this one has a ways to go with making friends, but here is our kava party. We're partied up. So our goals is to socialize with guests. Well, of course, that is a known one. And invite guests to drink kava. So as soon as she's done preparing it, she'll call to Mill. So it looks like her socializations is good. And we're going to call to drink the kava. We are already at the bronze stage of this goal. Oh, there comes Vad. He just disappears and reappears. Crazy vampire he is. Refill the bowl because we want the guests to drink the kava. Excuse me. Call to drink. There we go. Now everyone's going to drink it. Hooray. It says grab a drink of kava, which we technically already did, and then drink more kava. So many things, but we now have hit silver. So we just need to grab a drink of the kava ourselves again, and it looks like we're out, so I'm going to have her re-prepare one. If it's easier, so that way you're not running out of time, you can definitely do 2 bowls and have another sim in your household prepare the kava, especially if you're not doing it at another venue. But we really, really want this gold so we can move on to our next step of this aspiration. And we're going to, of course, multitask and have all the children talk to friends. Okay, we got 2 out of 3. Now Lily has one. This should have been checked off because she's already grabbed a drink. So because of not, I'm gonna have her call. And we're about halfway through this event already. So I need people to grab all their drinks. And I just watched 4 of our other sim hosts get some. No, we don't want difficult. Now we're sharing the bathroom because everyone needs to go to the bathroom. Oh, it's not checking off. I'm so annoyed. So I'm going to have Vaz prepare more kava for us. And the girls are just going to town on talking to everyone. She really needs to use the bathroom. Hey, Vad's not super upset with us anymore. Yay. and talk and talk and talk. All right, Faz has finished preparing the kava bowl. Comment below, do you enjoy throwing parties in The Sims? What is your most wildest party ever? What crazy things have happened in your parties? Can we just be funny? Oh no, that was Lily. So we are very, very mortal enemies still. It's still saying to grab one more thing, but we just told everyone to grab another bowl. So I guess we're gonna prepare it again. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad because it's broken. And the timer is now flashing red in the top left corner, which means the event is about to end. And our rebate day was awful. How dare us not buy things. Oh, I'm gonna run out of time, and it's definitely broken. Really has to go potty so bad. And there's an explosive malfunction happening at home, so we need to go deal with that when we get back. Maybe if I have the girls grab it? No. And just like that, we have a silver medal earned, so we're gonna go back home, have everyone run to the bathroom because lots of them are empty bladders. Yay, we got all A's, A pluses. Yes, we're gonna sign up for our last term of our art history degree, so we only have one class left. For the rest of this episode, we're only gonna be in one class. If you've not watched any of the other ones, we typically do 4 classes every semester, but since you completed your first degree, your second, third, and fourth onwards, they already give you 3 credits for free as counted to that degree. So I only have one more class. Yay, her aspiration has been achieved. Good job, Aster. So that's really exciting. And I'm going to show you everything is checkmarked. So hooray, she can actually age up. Because she is a twin, we're not going to age up Aster until Belladonna has achieved all of her aspirations as well. So I'm going to actually have Belladonna talk with this adult because the social butterfly aspiration has thrown me off a little bit. So here comes Aster. So Belladonna was able to do all of her milestones as well. So happy birthday, Aster. And she's got the outdoor trait with the neat treat. And she was a great little child. So we're going to do a teen aspiration. My thoughts are 1 aspiration and graduated from high school before we can move them on up. So then that's age up Belladonna next because she is the twin of Aster. Happy birthday, Belladonna. Hooray! So she was assertive and now she's cheerful. And again, 1 teen aspiration, and when they graduate high school, they can move on out and we can start having babies again. So here's our teen aspirations. There's 4 different ones: llama drama, goal oriented, live fast, and admired icon. I'm kind of leaning towards being goal oriented because it just fits our entire theme of this legacy challenge, like completing everything as much as possible. And since we're only at 1 college class now, even though we spun the wheel for beach life, we're going to jump around a little bit for our other aspirations, like successful lineage, having a child earn an A in school, and mentoring a child with homework. So we helped with homework, hooray, and then we're going to have her go fulfill her needs. But 1 college class seems like barely nothing, so we can step up our game with other aspirations. Because I'm feeling defeated about beach life, not getting a gold, it's really frustrating. So their aspiration is sneak out to a party, get in trouble, and pull pranks. I don't know if I really want to pull that aspiration as much as like the goal oriented, because I feel like goal oriented is going to be so much harder with getting A's and meeting your careers and doing side hustles. And we've already made 500 sim loans, so now they're going to do an after school project. And there are cheerleaders, there's chess team, computer team, drama team, football team member, and scout. And I realize we'll do drama club probably for Aster because she loves the creativity side of it. And then for Belladonna, I might do scout and just kind of see how the career goes out. It's been such a long time since I've done an after-school program that I've forgotten what the after-school programs can do. So now that all the children have gone to school, we've got our 2 teenagers, because they just aged up, they're going to have a day off of school, and we're going to go searching for a kava. And it looks like our aspiration, even though it glitched, it gave me the party gold, which is awesome. And while we're searching for beach shells, I'm going to send the teenagers off to do odd jobs. So this person's going to go help the TV. We're going to do scout for Belladonna, and we're also going to have her go help a side job too, while we figure out how we're going to hunt for beachcombing. So here's her odd job. Let's do box packing. And Faz is going to talk to people as we beachcomb. So we're finding 10 things beachcombing and then grill, barbecue, or roast food 5 different times. So I'm thinking in between beachcombing, we can just grill some food up. Yay, she found one already. So we found 3 so far, and she's grilling. Belladonna is back, so I'm going to have her come back here. So grill stuff, we've got 1 out of 5 done. And we found 4 out of 10 currently, so now we're going to grill again. And dig through that sand. We found another one. Look at that. And we're actually going to take this food back with us. All the children have returned from school, so we are going to go back home. Because, again, we are multitasking. We are wanting all the children to meet their aspirations as well. So we're going to go back home and see where we're at, fulfill everyone's needs. And it looks like everyone's going to go to sleep, and now we're all watching TV. So now that majority are awake, we're going to go do our guest lectures. And this is academics. And it starts at 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and only goes from 5 to 7. So it's a very selective window that you have to go show up for the attend class lectures. And because I want to get further in this aspiration, we're just going to bang that out while all the kids do homework. So yay, we met to the next one. Now we have to tutor students and maintain a GPA of B or higher, which we've always had A pluses, so that's not a problem. I just have to remember to switch to aspiration when we get to that point. So now we're back at home. We're mostly exhausted, so we're gonna refill needs as they're all sleeping. I was thinking of we need a mirror because Aster is doing the drama club. She needs to be able to practice acting, and she is definitely not going to practice in the bathroom where we have to share with 8 Sims. So let's look at other aspirations that we can do. Painter aspiration, I haven't really touched very much with this one, so we can have her start painting. We're back up to 27,000 Sim loans so far. And she just completed 1 of 3. So the painter aspiration says you have to start 3 paintings being inspired. So there goes our aspiration right there. And then the teenagers are almost to the point where they can start working on stuff. So let's check out this badge board. I've never ever done the scouting career before, so I'm really curious to see what this is all about. And you can walk with me in this journey. So badge progress, 3, 6, 9. So there's 9 different badges. There's arts and crafts, civic responsibility, give back, good deeds, keep fit, outdoor adventure, scholarly, sociability, and young scientist. So we have to perform these actions a certain number of times. So like arts and crafts, we have to do 6 different times. And since young scientist is 5 times. So this is going to be a lot of back and forth. But it is now school time, so we're going to send everyone to school, which leaves Lily and Faz by themselves. And we're just going to work on aspirations, of course. But not first until we deal with this bug infestation in our apartment number 1. And look at how many bugs there are. Oh, so gross. So we're just going to fumigate it to sake of time. You can stomp them out, but it takes forever. And for 400 simoleons, I just rather decompose it and then work on our actual aspiration. So we're going to go to this beautiful beach. And we're going to go back to it. So we're going to find things beach combing, because that's our goal. We need 5 more things. Now 4 more things. That's really fast. That was awesome. And I usually like spread out when I beach comb, so it's not all in the exact same area. Yay, we got another one. And it's seashells, treasures, all kinds of things that you can find. And I love how clear the water is in this game too. So it looks like we need 3 more times. I feel confident to find something. Yay, okay, we need 2 more items to meet this aspiration. Dig, dig, dig. Nope. I'm going to try it one more time over here. You can also search for trash and clean it up too. But since it just says find things, I'd rather have seashells so we can sell them later. 2 more times. We can do it. Come on, find a seashell. Yes, we found one. Okay. Some pretty cool seashells. I like the red and the white one. All right, looks like all the children are back home. So we're gonna just try searching for this last one before we head back, so we can help the children. Come on. Nope. And try again. So this definitely takes some time, but it's not like impossible. I feel like every 3rd dig that we do in sand, we're finding it. Nice. We found all 10. So now we're gonna go back and make sure everyone was back on track. And we're going to go back to the successful lineage, having a child in high school with an A. And then let's go back to beach life. So grilling food. I bet I could just buy a grill so we don't have to go back to the island to do so. Which brings me up to my thought of, what do I want the backyard, side of the yard, to really be? Because we have the playground structure and the monkey bars because of all the children. We just didn't want to travel to the park to do it. So I'm thinking, here's our badge progress. We got 7 out of 8 and 1 out of 5 for young scientist. And when you hover over the badges, you can see exactly what you need to do as well. And there's a monster under the bed again. So annoying, because I want them to go to sleep. But luckily, the teenagers can go spray the monsters, but usually the adults do. So we're just going to have them start doing homework and do their thing so we can progress onto our aspirations. Like Elderwist needs artistic one. She needs to play with 3 toys. So back to my original thought about this backyard. I really like this girl. Which one? This one? I like the brown. Brown matches the brick that we have laid out. I'm thinking a couple cabinets on either side so we can prep food. I kind of like that. And then we need an area to sit down on. I'm thinking like bench style chairs. No, that looks awkward with the table anyway. I'm thinking, I guess a picnic table wouldn't be so bad. There we go. And some outdoor lighting. Nice big spotlight up there. Let's do 3 of them. Actually changes it. And then we'll do some outdoor sitting lights. And then my previous thought was I probably need to start figuring out how to garden. because nectar making requires a lot of grapes and other things like apples. And we haven't even done our gardening aspiration. So let's start making a garden. I don't want to sell the tree, but we're gonna just move it slightly. And I kind of want the idea of having a fence around it. Oh yeah, I need the walls. Duh. So we'll do the walls and then replace the walls with the fence. And we're gonna go back down. We'll do that. That kind of looks cute. And then we're going to update the floor back to grass because that doesn't make any sense why it would not be grass. And then let's make it a little bigger so we can walk around the plants. Nothing sucks more than you get in there and you can't reach one of the areas of the pot plants. And then I'm thinking just a simple gate. There we go. Should we do some round planters? Maybe for some trees, because apple trees are a thing. So I'm gonna buy some seeds to just put down and then we'll open them up and start gardening as well. We're gonna just delete the roof because we don't really need it. Alrighty. I'm also thinking we create more of a walkway to make this actually an area. Oh, I have it on room. Silly me. Okay. So we're gonna use our eyedropper, copy and paste the stone that we like. And then we're just gonna make a walkway all the way to this gate, make it concise. And then I think we continue the walkway all the way to the grill. There we go. And then I kind of like the sand for the bench area and the playground because it just makes sense. Monkey bars and the play structure on sand. It's actually pretty even. And then we'll mesh all this together. We'll put the picnic table more in the middle of the sand. And then we'll hold the lights closer to like the sand in the general area. So that looks way more better, more uniform. Then I'm thinking some bushes or flowers to like really fill in this weird space that we have from the walkway to the grill. So we're just gonna put these hedges on there. Actually looks pretty cute all the way around. And then we'll just match it to the stove. And why not just continue it all the way around the house? Nice. And then let's continue it around the mailbox and the trash can. Let's move the trash can so we can have one more here. Maybe we should do some lights around the mailbox and the trash can. And why not going all the way around the house? Okay, so now I'm thinking maybe something more colorful, maybe some flowers. Oh, I really like the blue and purple. So let's just make a cute little pattern all the way down. And this will definitely add value to the property as well, because we do have an aspiration of Mansion Baron, and I can never complete it because it's like 100K worth your house. But I don't know how it works with the property owner aspiration because we're not technically, we're the property owners, but I don't know if that counts. All right, I think that looks pretty cool, pretty decent. I wonder what other activities we could probably put back here though. Fountain. I don't know, I'm not really feeling any of these as much. Is this furniture? I just kind of like want a lounger area. Maybe like an umbrella and some chairs. So if the parents have like children, they can just kind of hang out and chill, watch the kids play. Turn. Okay, there we go. And, ooh, a bonfire. Let's do a bonfire here. And then we'll do these really comfy couch loungers for camping. So that'd be cute. Definitely see some parties out here. And again, the outside is completely shared with all the attendants of the apartment. Comment below, what do you think of my outdoor area so far? What would you add maybe differently? So let's check back with our Sims. So it looks like some of our Sims have completed our homework. And now we're gonna grill some food. And we're gonna grill 3 more times because that's what's needed. And we'll just stockpile all the food because with 8 Sims, it's not gonna take very much. And we have another monster. So sad. And we have a fire. Oh no. The grill is on fire. Come on. Who wants to put it out? Call the fire department. Someone do something. Oh, have you watched my other episodes? Fire is just something we can't avoid in this household. And it is like a miracle that none of our Sims have died in fire yet. Or have been died yet. All right, now that we took care of the fire and derailed all my interactions for every single Sim in our household, I'm gonna bring them back and get them to do what they need to do. And we're almost, yay, we maxed our programming skill. That's so exciting. Take a chance or send the other child. It's not even a real instrument. Okay. Some of the things that they pop up with is just crazy to me. So we've obviously sped fast in private revenge. Elective, that's funny. We sped a little forward, sent the kids to school. Honor roll bully. Tell the teacher? Nope. Okay. So let's go back to our island living. So we did grill all things of food, and now we're going to find this cave. So I go into this location, and then there is a cave way over here. Here's a cave. And it is kind of annoying that the closest location you can find to drop them at is way over there. So it took us, a couple some hours to get to this cave as they're just fast walking here. There's trash on our beach. And we're also going to discover buried treasure. So this is the last 2 items on Beach Life Aspiration. So we're going to fast forward and get her into this cave, and we're just going to go exploring. So go explore the cave. In the dark, dark cave. Yep. And then she'll come out eventually. And here and there. And since she's in the cave, I'm just gonna have Faz do some beach combing because why not? But she's almost out of the cave. Hooray! Lava tubes is what she found. That's kind of cool. And then we're gonna go find some buried treasure. And so buried treasure is actually off the coast, so you have to swim out to this buoy. You're gonna have to buy the buried treasure equipment. So we're gonna have her go out to this buoy, and she's gonna have to swim out there. And meanwhile, all the children have returned back to school. And I realized all of her needs are like really, really poor, and she is too uncomfortable to dive for treasure. So here we are back at the house, and we're going to replenish all of our needs. because it takes a bit, and there's multiple of our Sims about to play with batters. Yay, another milestone has been met for Elderless. So that's exciting. Because we have Columbine and Camellia. They're about to age up into teenager. So she just matched her level 10. And now that everyone's semi-better, we're going to have Lily swim out to this buoy. When you select this buoy, it's going to let you dive gear. You have to buy treasure tools. It is 1,200 simoleons, but you cannot complete the aspiration without it. So we're going to go back to our location, beach life, and discover buried treasure. So she's going to dive for a couple times, and we brought all of our children with us so they can keep on going on their social butterfly aspirations. And I have Faz diving as well, because why not? We did buy a business and hobby that's artistic, but we haven't done anything with it. So I think it'd be really cool to sell the seashells that we found on the beach. So we're just going to keep as many as we find and then sell in our shop, which will be in a later video of what we are going to do with this shop. So this takes us a while, and Lily finally found it. So yay, beach life has been completed. The last one was relaxing in lounger and doze off, and I just had her sit on a lounge chair until she dozed off. So this is awesome. This is our very first aspiration that we have completed thus far, starting this challenge. And we are in week 10, so 10 weeks, and this is our very first aspiration done. So super huge accomplishment for Lily Plentiful. And Columbine, her last one is the social butterfly aspiration, and she just completed it. She just completed that one. And we're gonna also have Lily work on other things. There's a haunting in apartment number 1. Apartment number 1 comes with like the biggest issues. It's so random. And we're going to access that. We just got her aspiration completed, Columbine. So now we just have to have her draw all 5 picture types on the creativity table. I believe that's the last aspiration that we have for her. And since we're about to have a bunch more teenagers, I'm going to delete one of the creativity tables and put an easel out, because the scouting, I'm going to bounce between, let's do some painting with other ones. So we are getting super close with Camellia as well, so she needs to do that. This is Belladonna. She's got Sylvic and Sociability done. So we're going to collect those badges. Fire! Oh my goodness, where is the fire at? Did I miss it? Where did it go? Oh, it's the girl. Girl exploded. Oh, second time with the fire. And we're just going to replace it because it won't let us go into build by mode. It's just annoying. And I'm going to do a fire detector this time because this is apparently going to be an ongoing issue, especially with other tenants in the building, that they can just, let's just go do this grilling thing. So popularity. And again, of course, please like and hit that subscribe button to keep following us as this video is turning to a close, because we only do our videos from Sunday to Sunday in Sim Life World. And we are about to spin that wheel for the next aspiration. So we are going to introduce ourselves. We got 2 more Sims to go to. And we're just going to shift these gears. Yes! We did it! She just finished all of her aspirations. Columbine did. And we're really close to Daisy as well. So let's take a step back and let's update our tracker. So we have Aster and Belladonna. They went from child to teen. We also finished our art history degree. We have 11 of 12 credits left. So we're on our last class. We didn't do anything with animals. We did work out for 8 hours, so we just have to go to a gym venue, which is super easy. We did update ourselves on the painting aspiration. So we just have to complete 3 emotional paintings. So 1 more left to go. Everything else we have not touched yet. Family, we just have to discipline a child. So we have to discipline 2 more times out of the 5. We're already level 4 for a successful lineage. So we just need to get a child married for that one. Fortune, we're still on level 3. Yay! Now level 1, we just have to have 15 pieces of art, so we need 3 more up, which shouldn't be that much, especially with the teenagers painting now. Nerd brain, we haven't done anything else on. And of course, beach life is completed. Super excited for that. All right, we haven't done anything else on those. Let's see, joke star, we just have to be funny to 2 more Sims. So we'll delete that 5 into 2. We need to introduce ourselves to 2 more Sims for Friend of the World and Party Animal. So we're getting really close to leveling up to the next stage on that. And we failed to be a vampire. And we have not done anything else, but this is our spreadsheet for keeping track of everything. So let's spin the wheel. What is our next week going to be? Ooh, spellcraft and sorcery. We're going to be wizards. That's awesome. So that is actually under knowledge. And there's spellcrafty right here. And we're going to become a spellcrafter. We're going to go to the magic realm and we're going to learn a spell. And that's all going to be for next week. So please hit that like and subscribe button so you can see our next week's video of spellcastery and being a wizard and the step-by-step tutorial of how we can complete this aspiration. And we are super close on aging up our next set of twins to teenagers. So thank you so much for watching and happy simming.